for displaying data in a grid-like format similar to your pivot table in Excel. Matrix allows you to visualize your data with rows, columns, and values, which makes it ideal for summarizing and analyzing data across multiple dimensions. Right? Hierarchical view is one of the most important key features of matrix. You can display data hierarchically by adding multiple fields to the rows and columns area. So let's see practically how do we use this. So to create a matrix, just go to a report view, right? Here in the visualizations pane, fifth row, we have last chart as matrix. Just click on it. A blank matrix will be inserted here. Just drag and drop to where you want to place it, right, in the canvas. Just expand it to resize it, correct? Now, if you see under the visualizations pane, we have rows, columns, and values as we were discussing, right? For example, I have multiple countries. So let's say I am just putting the countries into rows, correct? Now, I have to display sales, right? So sales will be my values, right? And also I want to show profit. So let's say um, let's just add profit to values also, right? So this way we have for country Canada we have two values, for France we have two values, for Germany we have two values. These this way we have these row wise hierarchy going on here. Now for columns, let's say I have my year, I want to show these values year wise for 2013 and 14. Now this 2013 is my column and for 2014 is my column, and these under these two columns we have two values, right? Now to show you the hierarchical structure, what I will do is I will add let's say for a single country, for every country we have multiple segments. So let us show segment in the rows now. So I'll place segments after country. So if you see here a plus icon is coming up. Now if I click on this plus icon, you will see Canada. Under Canada we have sub rows, right? So we have these segments here. You can also click on any other plus icon to expand that particular hierarchy, right? Now if you see here we have multiple arrows here. So if you have any hierarchy expanded, you can click on this minus button to that collapse it. Also you can use this drill up option to collapse every hierarchy here, row wise hierarchy here, right? Now let's suppose we have into the higher hierarchy country here. Now if I want to jump to next hierarchy, that is segment wise data. So here we have double arrows icon, that means go to next level in the hierarchy. If I click on it, we have these segments here. This now this will jump to the segment wise data. Now to get back to that country wise data, again we will click on the drill up options. So this way we are playing with our hierarchy structure. Now if I want to just expand to all the hierarchy levels inside each country, we want to show each segment also. So here we have this arrow, right? If I click on it, all the hierarchies here will get expanded, correct? So this is the row wise hierarchy we were working on. Now we have columns. We can also do this same for columns as well. So as of now we have two columns, 2013 and 14, and we have five rows: Canada, France, Germany, right? Not five rows but five. uh, these these main headings are five. These five hierarchies we have, right? So here we will be like adding our more columns here with the date or year column. Let's suppose I want to add month here, right? So I have added it here. You see and a new option is added up here. You want to drill on rows or columns. So as of now this is visible for only the columns here. Now if I want only for a year or here. Now if I want to drill it to months, then what we will do, we will come to columns here on drill on option, and let's expand it to month level hierarchy. So this we are working with, like column wise hierarchy here. Now again, to go back to the year wise data, then you can drill up, right? Now again, if you go to this expand all level hierarchy here, then it will show you for 2013 and 2014 different data. It will show you. Now if you want to work with this hierarchy, then you will have to choose the rows here under the drill on option, and if you now click up, then it will show you this country wise data. So this way you play with hierarchy and interact with your matrix this way, right? So this is why this matrix is very powerful visual. Now to format it, we go to format your visual section. We can just change our layout here and style here. Just style same as table we learned. So the default style of this matrix is default. You can set it to none as well. You can set it to minimal, right? You can set it to bold borders. This way different predefined stylings of the matrix are there, correct? Now if you want to reset this formatting to default formatting that Power BI by default added, just click on reset to default option here. This will be reached to its original state. You can change the layout. Default one is compact, this layout, right? You can switch it to outline. So this structure will come up, right? Totals will coming up on the top. These total of these let's say a row wise subtotal will also come on top, right? This total instead of bottom, and for each country the total will coming on the top. If you go to tabular structure here, the totals will coming on the end, right? Like total maximum total is also here, and the subtotals are also here. Now if you turn this repeat row headers on, then this kind of repetition will come up: Canada, Canada, France, right? If you turn it off, then a single value will come up for these, right? Just like split a column and split rows, right? Now if you go to grid here, you if you turn it on, then horizontal grid lines will be added here, right? You can change its color, let's say this one, and you can increase its width, right? If you turn the vertical grid lines on, then you will be seeing some vertical grid lines also, right? You can again change its color and change its width, right? This way you can see the multiple horizontal and vertical grid lines. For borders, you can apply borders here for all. You can apply to column headers, column row headers, and value section separately, but I am using all here. You can apply borders to wherever you want, right? Top, bottom, left, or right. You can change its color. Let's say red color, this one, and you can increase its width this way. Correct. Now, if you go to blank rows, if you turn it on, after each hierarchy, it will add a blank row here, right? Which increases your readability and neatliness or cleanliness of this matrix, right? You can change its color, right? And you can also increase its transparency this way. Now if you go to borders, if you turn it on, then the border above border will come up for this blank row, right? So you can change its position, top, bottom, or top and bottom both, correct? You can change its color, right? Also you can increase its width this way. Now, if you go to values, you can change your font size, font family, font size. The minimum font size is 8. You can increase it. Like you can change the text color. Let's say this dark blue color, and you can change its background, right? You can change the alternate color here, alternate row color, and you can change its background here this way, correct? So here I am just resetting it to default option, correct? So it has removed my background formatting or font formatting, correct? Now if I go to column headers, these column headers, right? We can format it changing the font family, right? Increasing the font size, correct? You can change the text color here. You can change the background color from here, this way. So column headers are changed to background this color. You can change the header alignment this way, correct? And you can change the title. If I just go back to this one, and you can do the title alignment here, right? This center one, this title alignment. Now if you go with this header alignment, then all these things will be aligned to middle one. For row headers, these are our row headers. You can do the same font formatting here. Let's say bold. So these are your row headers, right? This country names and the segment names. You can increase its size, right? You can change the text color. Let's say this color, or keeping it to the same color as that, right? Here you can change the background color, this color, correct? You can just if you turn the banded row color then on, then only this color be applied to the maximum level of hierarchy section. If you turn this off, then it will be applied, this formatting will be applied to both the column headers, correct? You can align it. It is by default aligned to left. You can align it to middle, this way, or to the right. If you see, we have this minus icon here. If you I click on this minus icon, then this will be expanded, this will be collapsed, right? You can click it on this plus icon and it will be expanded. You can just turn this off to make it invisible here, right? If you turn this off, then these icons will be hidden here. Now if you turn it on, then you can change its color. Let's say this color, and you can increase its size this way, right? I am turning it off as of now. Column subtotals, right? So here a pre column level, year and month. So if this header is this total is turned on, then here these totals are there. If you turn it off, then the impact of these totals will be like, so these this setting will be applied to let's say whatever the setting will you will apply, this will apply to this pre column levels, right? If I turn it on, and you can change the total here, total heading here. Let's say 2000 uh, month total, correct? Here you will see, here you will see this is the month total. This header has been changed now. If you again go on the right and see, here this title has been changed. Right, for values, here you can change the font size, font family. Right, let me increase it, right, to 12. This way you can increase or decrease the font size, font family you can change. You can change the text color, right, and the background color also, this way, right? I'm just clicking on reset to default. Now row subtotals, these row subtotals, right? If you turn it on, then you can apply the changes here. Let's say I'm renaming it to row total. This row total is coming up, right? Or you can change it to country total, correct? This is changed. And you can change the values here. Let's say font family, this subtotal, correct? This is changing, applying to all. This way you can change the formatting. Now column grand total. This column grand total, correct? Here you can change the font family, font size, this way, correct? You can change the text color, correct? You can also change the background color, correct? Row grand total, you cannot format this row grand total here, right? You can change the font family here, right? This one. You can just increase its font size. Correct. You can change the text color and background color also. If you click on apply to labels, then the same formatting will be applied to this label here. Now for a specific column, you can apply the formatting to a particular specific column or the values we added, right? For let us see, for we have how many options here for sales and profit. So whatever fields we dragged into the into the values, these columns are coming up, right? Now you can apply to change whatever the formatting you are applying, you can apply to the header, subtotal, total, or values, right? Here just toggle that one on where you want to apply the formatting, right? Let's say I am applying for subtotals and values. That is automatically turned on. You can change the text color here. Correct. You can change the background color this way, right? You can change the alignment, you can change the display unit. It is none, you can change it to thousands. Correct. You can handle decimal number of places, one or two or three, whatever you want, right? It's the same thing we can apply for profit also. Correct. Let's say the same text color, not changing the background color. Here you can change a display unit, right? For cell elements, here we apply the conditional formatting, right? That we have already discussed in the previous video, the video just prior to this, right? You can just refer to that particular video. Here for URL icons, you can turn the this on to make it the URL, right? Or reset to default. Now for general settings, the same general formattings we have. Let's say for properties, you can change the height and width here, right? You can change the position horizontally and vertically. Let's say it is 39 from vertical, that means it is leaving 39 pixel from the top, right? uh, for title, you can turn this on, right? You can set any title here. This way a title is added here. You can change the font formatting here and change its size, and you can change the text color, background color, and you can align it, right? I am just turning it off as of now. Here under the effects, you can set the background color of this matrix. You can change the, you can apply visual border here, right? For around the matrix a border will come up. Correct. You can turn on the shadow. This is the important formatting here, data format. So country will be our text, segment will also be text. The important one is sales and profit. So sales is our sales is in currency, so it should be the currency format. You must specify currency here for what particular country's data you have, then you have to specify that country's uh, format here, right? That currency's format here. You can handle this thousand separator, right? The same thing you have to do for profit. The currency should be specified, right? Here just change for the country's data you have. Correct. You can handle decimal number of places here. Correct. Now we have year and month. So year will be our whole number and month is in our text. So we will be selecting text for month. For header icons, these are our header icons. So if it they will always be visible in Power BI desktop, but you can handle its visibility in Power BI service. So here, if you turn it off, then these icons will be invisible or hidden in Power BI service. If you turn it on, then they will be visible. Now, here you can handle its formatting by changing the background color, border color, icon color, right? This way. For icons, you can choose what icons you want to add or you want to hide, right? So you can just toggle that off to hide that. Now, if you see, if you hover over any value, then nothing is being displayed after hovering. So this means tooltip is disabled. You can turn it on to get it enabled here. so this tooltip will be visible, right? You can format to this tooltip. If you want to hide it, so you can keep it turned off, right? Now I have turned it on. You can see how we can format it. You can format the text of this tooltip, right? You can change the label color, right? You can change the value color, right? You can just change the background color also, correct? This way we used to create and format our